The winter commencement for George Mason University has now begun. Please stand for the presentation of colors and the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome, and please be seated. Christina Ortiz, a graduate vocal performance student from the College of Visual and Performing Arts, sang our national anthem. That was wonderful, Christina. Thank you. Well, we have reached the time. This is my first in-person, indoor graduation. So I bid you welcome, fellow Mason patriots, families, friends, distinguished guests, as we congratulate our 2021 graduates and award more than 4,600 bachelor's, master's, doctoral, law degrees, and as well as 400 more certificates in our ceremonies today. No, that's worthy of applause. These outstanding students come from 59 countries, 43 states, a multitude of ethnic, religious, gender, and cultural backgrounds. They are representatives of the largest, most diverse, and most innovative public research university in the state of Virginia. About 28% of our graduates today report that they are the first in their families to earn a 4-year degree. That is an amazing achievement. Can our first generation graduates please stand so we can celebrate your accomplishments? We're proud of all of our graduates, and we know that each of you had support along the way. Please take a moment, graduates, to thank the people who accompanied you on your journey, the moms and dads, the guardians and siblings, grandparents, aunts, cousins, uncles, spouses, friends, spiritual leaders, pizza delivery guys, and coaches. Let's thank them all with a hearty round of applause. I tell you that these Mason graduates are prepared to lead and prosper in a post-pandemic environment. Why do I say that? Well, for several reasons. One, you have earned a degree from one of the top research universities in the country. You've earned a degree from a university whose campus looks like America will soon look, with no ethnic majority. So you've worked across cultures and contexts. And you've not only adapted to change, you are actually generating change. You might not realize it, but the real world is trying to catch up to you. You are more prepared to prosper in the new reality than many who already live in it. When the world all but shut down, you broadened your possibilities. You showed that you can achieve both community and optimum flexibility. You showed that while you may crave engagement and interaction, you don't have to occupy the same physical space to occupy the same mind space. We saw that firsthand at Mason. You were thrilled to return to campus, but you often still preferred to take classes online. You created a hybrid way of living, learning, and working that has opened possibilities not just for you, but for the whole country. Let me tell you briefly about a few of these class of 2021 leaders and innovators and change makers we're so proud to honor today. One is a conflict analyst and resolution major who came to Mason through our early identification program, which finds bright middle and high school students from underserved backgrounds and prepares them for college. We aspire for our graduates to serve others, and this student has done just that by supporting the EIP program as a program assistant, academic success coach, and peer advisor to boost first-generation students like himself. Another is a graduate double majoring in art and visual technology and mechanical engineering. Now that's a rare combo. She's an example of how we encourage our STEM students to gain a background in the humanities and our humanities majors to gain STEM knowledge. This well-rounded graduate has both. Another graduate we're honoring today is a 43-year-old originally from Romania. She has worked at Mason's Child Development Center for 20 years, slowly but determinedly working towards a psychology degree with minors in special education and leadership. She is an example of how Mason can get you from point A, wherever your point A is, to point B. And we have a graduate student today receiving a master's in software engineering, his second Mason degree. His parents immigrated to this country from Vietnam, and both attended Mason. When he was 4 years old, this student lost his father, a civilian contractor for the Navy, in the 9/11 attack on the Pentagon. He honors his father's legacy by working to promote a better and more just society. I don't have to tell you that this is quite a special group. That is a testament to the students themselves and to the Mason faculty and staff members who do such a tremendous job of inspiring and serving our students. Mason faculty and staff members, will you all please stand so that we can thank you for the role you've played in the lives of our graduates and for the inclusive academic community that you have created and nurtured here at Mason. I'd also like to recognize our governing body, the Board of Visitors, for the tremendous job they do guiding and growing this innovative institution. Would the Board of Visitors members who are here today please stand and be recognized? I would also like to thank the members of the President Council who can join us today. Thank you for all your guidance and support. You, please stand and be recognized. And finally, last but not least, I'd like to acknowledge our Alumni Association for its work to maintain a lifelong bond with more than 210,000 graduates. When you leave here today, you will take Mason with you. Please support the university through your advocacy, service, and your philanthropy. Tell the Mason story. For those of you who settle in Virginia, advocate for Mason with your elected officials. Hire, recruit, and recommend Mason graduates for jobs. And please come back to our campus to speak to our classes and serve on panels and committees. Encourage others to support Mason by highlighting the value of a world-class research university in Northern Virginia. Contribute to your favorite program, sport, or cause here at Mason. And of course, please return for alumni, athletics, arts, and cultural events. We want your journey at Mason to last a lifetime because what you've earned and experienced here will actually serve you a lifetime. One graduate who takes great pride in her experience and her Mason experience is our guest speaker today. Shaza Anderson is founder and CEO of TrueStar Bank, the first community bank to be chartered in Virginia in more than a decade when it opened in 2019. Ms. Anderson graduated from Mason in 1989 with a BA in Area Studies, and she serves on the School of Business's Dean's Advisory Council. Prior to founding TrueStar, Anderson served as the vice chair of the board of Sandy Spring Bank. Before that, she was founder and CEO of Washington First Bank, which grew from a single bank to more than 19 branches across Virginia, Maryland, and the district. Anderson serves on the FDIC Advisory Committee on community banking, one of its 18 members nationally, and serves as the community advocate on the FedNow advisory team. She has been recognized by American Banker as one of the top 25 women to watch and named a top banker by Smart CEO magazine. She was actually named that twice. The Washington Business Journal has twice included her among its Power 100 and 50 fastest growing companies, as well as women who mean business, and also most admired CEO. Anderson founded Washington's first youth foundation, a local not-for-profit organization dedicated to enriching the physical, social, and mental well-being of children in the Washington area. It is one of the many community organizations she has founded or supports. This is where you can go with a Mason degree. Please welcome back to Mason, Shaza Anderson.
I'm a little shorter. President Washington, Provost Ginsburg, deans, members of faculty, family, and friends, and most importantly, class of 2021. Congratulations on your achievement, and thank you for the honor of spending time with you on this very special day. I remember sitting in your seats only a few years ago, excited about the future, grateful to be done with this important chapter of my life. In preparing for my time with you, I thought back to that time and feeling both excited and tired, ambitious, and maybe even a little nervous about the future. I also recall that I have no recollection of who our commencement speaker was, their words of wisdom, or message back then. Nevertheless, I'm hopeful that sharing some of my perspectives and lessons learned will help you as you prepare to take your next steps and make your mark. The three main ones I'd like to emphasize today are embracing change, working hard, and building relationships. When we think about our future, we often like to imagine that our lives are going to be a straight line, a series of accomplishments that will be stepping stones into a successful career and a happy life. But that's not how life goes. Just look at where we are today, what we've all been through with the pandemic, and how we wanted to or not, our world has changed. And rest assured, it will continue to change. And understanding that is an opportunity for everyone to have an impact and make a meaningful difference. I think back about how different life when I was on campus. GMU had one computer, and it was the size of a classroom. When we wrote our papers, we wrote them by hand or on a typewriter. I think the only place you could see a typewriter right now is in the Smithsonian. It's hard to remember life before digital technology, but it really wasn't that long ago. Things change, and often change is for the better. I encourage you to be bold, embrace change, and the journey it offers. I did, and my life very much reflects that journey. My family moved to the United States to escape the civil war in Lebanon. I arrived at age 13, not speaking a word of English. My life had changed, and I embraced that change. When I graduated from GMU, I accepted a job at a bank as part of their management training program. I thought that program provided an excellent foundation for me and was important in developing myself and gaining experiences. What followed was years of working hard, applying a tireless work ethic to every task assigned to me. Nothing was beneath me to do. If envelopes needed to be stuffed, I stuffed envelopes. And all the while, I was building relationships and looking for opportunities. And when the opportunities came, I took them. I showed up, and I did the work. I encourage you to do the same. One of those opportunities was at a small bank where I ultimately became the chief operating officer. I loved the role, and we successfully grew the bank. Sometimes to move forward, you must be willing to change course. When the bank was acquired, I was then faced with the decision of what to do next. Backed by the trust of my customers, the guidance of a beloved mentor, and the support of my family, I decided to start a bank and was willing to take a risk. I understood banking, and it was and is work I love. However, starting a bank was completely new to me. I was 34 years old with 2 small children at home. So what gave me the confidence to become an entrepreneur instead of looking for another job? Well, 1, I had lived through changes and learned that change is not something to be afraid of. 2, I had worked hard, and over the years I had virtually done every job in a bank. I had prepared myself. 3, along the way, I had built relationships with fellow employees, customers, investors, board members, and regulators. So I had a network of people who believed in me, and I knew they would help me. Starting a new bank from scratch was just the challenge that I needed because it forced me to grow. We started Washington First in 2004 and grew it in 13 years into a public company with $2.1 billion in assets and 350 employees. While I'm very proud of what we accomplished, none of this happened overnight, and it wasn't accomplished alone. It's important to have the courage to take risks and trust people to be part of the journey along the way. Without the team, the customers, the hours we put in together, without the trust and guidance of investors and board members, I'd just be a woman with a dream. Now I have 2 children who are in their 20s. I get the social media world and the perception it creates of overnight success. The truth is, social media only shows you the results and not the hard work that it takes to get there. While we get to see Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos being launched into space, we forget that Elon Musk slept in an office for 2 years building his first company. And you may not remember it, but Jeff Bezos started out as a guy selling books on a website. The truth is, there is no free lunch. There is no substitute for showing up and doing the work, building teams, and making things happen. And nothing can replace the importance of the network of relationships you build as you grow your life and career. This was a truth that I lived out when Washington First Bank was acquired 4 years ago. After staying on for a time to assist with the transition, I found myself a woman of leisure, which is when I quickly realized that leisure time was not for me. So we brought our team back together and started Trust Our Bank. I'm really proud of that because it shows the power of relationships. Every one of our team members felt confident coming back together to do it again. Change, even if it's forced on us, is both inevitable and often good. Remember the typewriter? Think how much easier it is for you to turn in your assignments than it was for me with my pen and whiteout. The good news is that if you enjoy what you do, you will learn, grow, and get paid while you do it. That's success. And if your first career choice doesn't work out, that's okay, move on. Find another. Explore what you love. Don't seek out overnight success. Whatever you do, do it with passion, because life isn't lived on the sidelines. In that vein, I want to leave you with a brief personal story. When I was a student here, I was very involved. I was in student government, Mason Day, Patriot Day, a student ambassador. I developed many relationships, and it gave me the perspective that the student body needed to be more connected. So I called the university president at the time, and he agreed to buy lunch if I got all the student organization leaders to discuss their ideas. Remember, this was the dark ages, without email. So I hand-wrote notes to every student leader and put it in their mailbox. Then they had to write me a note back and put it in my mailbox. I think it's a miracle we accomplished anything. So I got everyone together. Even if it takes time, I encourage you to be involved. Being involved will serve you well in life. You never know when you might find just the right opportunity. As for me, I met my best friend, my husband, at that lunch, and we've been married 30 years. You never know what awaits you when you put yourself fully into work and life. I've never been disappointed in something I made the effort to do. Class of 2021, thank you for having me today. It's an honor to spend time with you. I know and am confident that you're capable and will accomplish great things. Be courageous, take risks, and always do the right thing. Congratulations again to each and every one of you and your families for the brightest of futures. We're all excited to see what you'll accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. Please give her another round of applause. Now I would like to introduce the rector of George Mason University Board of Visitors, who will confer the honorary degree.
So I'm going to go off script just for a minute, but it's not the first time. I am also an alum of this institution. I got my diploma in 1984, and everything that you just heard from Sasha could be repeated by so many of us, and thank you so much, Sasha, for being a part of our program. Thank you, President Washington. By the power vested in me by the Board of Visitors of George Mason University, I now confer on Sasha Anderson the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights and privileges thereto belonging.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. It is now my privilege to introduce Christine Landau, a member of the class of 1989 and 1992, and current president-elect of Mason's Alumni Association.
I too am going to go off script, so now I know it's okay. So welcome. I am honored to be here, and congratulations. 1989 as a graduation year doesn't sound so bad until you put the years with it, which is 32, and that sounds a little old. But I'm honored to be here, and I am just excited to see each of you. As a fellow faculty member, I'd love that I am here because of the faculty who served me, because of the presidents who came before Greg Washington, and because I committed my time to the institution. So thank you for committing your time. You wouldn't be here without a lot of hard work, and I couldn't be more honored than to speak to you. And welcome you to the George Mason University Alumni Association. Please take your green and gold spirit with you wherever you go. Enthusiastically tell your Mason story, as President Washington has already said. It is critical for you to be our ambassadors out there. You are now joined by the 210,000 alumni who have come before you. Use that network. Use me. We want to see you succeed. We are all stronger together. So please take that request very seriously. When you walk off this stage, you'll get an alumni pin, and on the back is an ability to stay connected with this university. Make sure you do that. It's not just words, it's the need that we have. As President Washington said, show up in classrooms. Show up on campus for events. Homecoming is just around the corner. Mark your calendars, February 2nd. Come back to campus. We want to see you. We want you to use your expertise to help those who come behind you to be successful. There are many ways to stay connected, and you, as our alumni, are the university's biggest asset. As President Washington says, and he hasn't said it yet, but I know it's coming, it's Mason time, and I'm really empowering you to say, it's your time. It's your time to take a little bit of a breath. It's your time to go out there and achieve everything that you didn't even imagine was possible. And I look forward to helping you do that. Go out, conquer the world, and make sure you remember your roots and come back to Mason. Welcome to the University Alumni Association. I look forward to working with you. Take care.
Thank you, Christine. I would now like to introduce Provost of George Mason University, Dr. Mark Ginsberg.
Thank you, President Washington. In the ceremony that is about to begin, all candidates have been approved by the faculty of the college for which they appear. All degrees are awarded contingent upon certification by the registrar that all degree requirements have satisfactorily been completed. Due to COVID protocols, we will not be shaking hands today, yet as you cross the stage, please pause briefly to be photographed with the president or the dean, and then proceed down the front stairs just in front of me to return to your seat. Mr. President, will the Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Dean Ann Artis, please come forward?
You have the card, please? And you want to take your mask off for a picture? Remind them to remove your mask for the picture.
Just hold on just a second until you go across. She's got to say something.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for bachelor degrees in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Laura Valdez.
David Asquith.
Ashley N. Gray.
Ashley Paul.
Vanessa Lawrence.
Sean McElvey.
Chess Ryan White.
Aaron Lager.
Brian Bell.
Armand Ahmadjan.
Jasmine Paget.
Jennifer Calderon.
Colton Hanna.
Morgan Farrell.
Abdul Babakar.
Anna Bacheldur.
Kiyam Moinadud.
Nicholas Akpata.
Eber Reyes.
Drake Kazal.
Mustafa Afalafi.
Cyrus Izadi.
Nicole Lewis.
Barbara Medina Gonzalez.
Janelle Gonzaga.
Jessica Lee Hayes Terrio.
Elena Martin.
Nick Fortin.
Giselle Hernandez.
Hamza Arshad.
Okay, hang on. Sonia Kamrama.
Bayan Alabishi.
Alondra Castro Avalar.
Amina Scuti.
Nicole Flores Artiega.
Lean Al-Sharabi.
Flavia Dominguez.
Caitlin Weber.
Jeffrey Jones.
Laura Scudder.
Adrian Hurdle.
Haley Bullis.
Tegan Rogers.
Taylor Ruzinski.
Ashton Hatton.
Grant McHale.
You go. Go ahead. Kristen Hatton.
Kevin Cronin.
Rebecca Reddle.
Allison Trainer.
Denise Raxton Vicente.
Savannah Shannon.
Lamia Mantusin.
Audrey Cox.
Matthew Stimson.
Daniela Rivera Giron.
Kara Crawford.
Susan Kohistani.
Sandis and Nijam.
Drew Tamara Robinson.
Alyssa Arun Sakulang.
Sarah Arsenault.
Christopher Marin.
Natalie Adkins.
Constance Hall.
Nargiza Abduwayit.
Tony Dang.
Hannah Marie Brennan.
Sebastian Shepard.
Christy Caudle.
Is it Reed Bonnie.
Kevin Escamilla Fernandez.
Is it Meta? Nancy Mida.
Jennifer Castillo Molina.
Yasmin. Milad. How do you say your last name? Yasmin Milad.
Fiza Musvi.
Georgia Bidwell.
Emily B.
Kelly Hajali.
Emily B.
Lillian Sorto Amaya.
Utuba Gadisa.
Krista Bahishna Saleh.
Evan Bowden.
Carolee Cabarlo.
Fanta Conde.
Jesse Gonzalez.
Adriana Paul.
Isabel Prieto.
Julia Vogel.
Jacqueline Baca.
Kyle Feder.
Alexandra Rizzo.
Abdul Malik McGill.
April Herensi.
Kelly Alexandra Ofula Kelsey.
Amanda Ali.
Emily Madden.
Saran B. Moussier.
Winjal Kaburian.
Kaylee Hanna.
Carrie-Ann Shiflett.
Roldan Chavarera.
Sarah Samarkandi.
Jasmine Hawks.
Katie Rivera.
Nadia E. Valdivia.
Zhengyi Zi.
Nicholas Weber.
Savirdin Diluz.
Andy Casapoli.
Eleanor Kraft.
Elise Hall.
Aruj Fatima.
Elizabeth Wanderston.
Robin Bleck.
Gabriella Latimer.
John Sadie.
Lauren Brilo.
Jinha Lee.
Lauren Marshall.
Hewan Kim.
Lucia Data.
Samantha Ridgway.
Caitlin Blair McClendon.
Christine Cassidy.
Jacqueline Grace Christensen.
Tamia Davis.
Jasmine Janae Collins.
Madeline Portnoy.
Sade Dominique Collins.
Olivia Upson.
William James Wilson.
Carrie Yoon.
Sean Robert McKibben.
Haiti Marmol.
Leighton Erskine Martin.
Laura Lucia Trujillo Lugo.
Jobel Pambuena.
Hayden Deckard.
Kristen Hinkie.
V. Dip.
Regina Winfield Magum.
Anthony Grasso.
Cameron Kitihara.
Pamela Menacho.
Mauricio Alejandro Terrijon Balon.
Jocelyn Cabrera Moran.
Camila Herendia Vasquez.
Kaylin Jacques.
Yasmin Kiar.
Belinda Botang.
Kareem Hamed.
Esther Danso.
Alejandro Cavero.
Van Duke Jeho.
Ahmad Gusi,
Lakin Mo,
Alexis Ali,
Eza Anvar,
Shahrukh Saleh,
Sophia Khan,
Mastin Awap Mahmood,
Sophia Bignoli,
James Munson Episcopo,
Diani Benjamin,
Jennifer Gonzalez Delgado,
Jenna Davidson,
Eugene Pearson,
Kyle Ellingson,
Gabriella M. Kohlmeyer,
Samara Lorraine Glimp,
Catherine Mall,
Jessica Cristina Gonzalez,
Madison Wells,
Vincent Servone,
Brooke Kostick,
Eric Ma,
Rachel Marie Stevenson,
Long Tran,
Alexander Bielski,
Jeremy Nelson,
Vina Herrera,
Jamilet Kadogan,
China Ghani,
Jennifer Alvarado,
Joshua Malakot,
Jeremy Hodge,
Tanisha Lamiria Easter,
David Dixon,
Guillermo Garcia,
Mitchell Belcher,
Martha Campos,
Eleanor Oluwashian Oluo,
Matthew Cosmore,
Brianna Sharp,
Brianna Walton,
Melissa Arevalo,
Elena McDonald,
Merubab Akram,
Corey Miller,
Kennedy Jenkins,
Sarah Elizabeth Sauser,
Rebecca Nevels,
Torres DeAnthony Escobar,
Sandy Damash,
Alexander Wood,
Halima Awais,
Sarah Ledbetter,
Favor Wagoo,
hang on, Madhu Usumkar,
Olivia Garcia,
Amelia Sanders,
Iman El Natur,
Benedict Queso,
Abby Cable,
Bettina Zakaria,
Leslie Karina Iglesias,
Boubacar Diallo,
Carter Sibley,
Maria del Pilar Recio Timosh,
Allison Mitri,
Donna Eiler,
Ashley Marquez,
Edwin Delgado,
Asayesh Puncha Pakasan,
Yaselin Esperanzo Sorto,
Maham Mahaskud,
Itzel Torres Roque,
George Brian Perez,
Erica Porras,
Dua Faisal Ahmed,
Sammy Mansfield,
Bailey Manuel White,
Kayla Ridley,
Maria Bella Dayun,
Andrick Figueroa.
Tajeja Laughlin.
Angela Soto Aguilera.
Victor Vidal Verastegui.
Samuel Young.
Casey May.
Victoria Morton.
Jennifer Melendez.
Hyung Gu Xiong.
Esteban Smith.
Prithuk Kunal. Nair. June Nair.
Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for bachelor degrees in the College of Humanities and
Bachelor's
Social
degree?
Sciences.
Okay. We have a few more chess bachelors. Hang on. So Camille Wolski. Go ahead.
Asadullah Mohammed.
Pragna Basnet.
Amtul Mujib Sadaf.
James McKenna.
Carla Cubarico.
Dorothea Tyree.
Maria Salinas.
Ryan Dansel.
Elisa Poole.
Sochima Honora.
Caitlin Jaggett.
Sarah Morsi.
Gabriela Gonzalez.
Levi Weaver.
Renee Whiteley.
Sylvia Gallo.
Caitlin Rickers.
Diane DeCasa.
Tanhian Jennifer Wynn.
Yurim Lee.
Selam Dubali.
Rosa Irene Sarmiento.
Christopher Sines.
Maya Gali.
Amy Hannanum.
Ahmed Salmi.
Sydney Alexandria Hardy.
Sian Tedes.
Samantha Nicole Bonnickson.
Emmanuel Tete.
Tara Florine Smith.
Begum Karaman.
Vasan Rama Ayar.
Jemiah Johnson.
Meredith Ann Klopfer.
Cynthia Rivas.
Nalan Bahat.
Laura Garrity.
Juan Borrego.
Luz Jocelyn Hernandez.
Mary Yee.
Ashley Payton Farmer.
Haley Finan.
Cameron Slingerland.
Jessica De La Pena.
Jesse S. Elliott.
Rachel Morrison.
Gauthier. Rebecca Gauthier.
Laura Rivera Nunez.
Karaima Nayela Polomino Colas.
Fabiola Perez Ayala.
Natalie Robbins.
Julie Wu.
Jamie, is Ortez too? Okay. Jamie Umana Ortez.
Adrian Seeley.
Ramya Kumo.
Alexandria E. Miranda.
Isabel Blanes.
Grace DeLuca.
Right. so you're still the, okay. Tuba Khan.
Melanie Gallardo.
Mohaimin Aziz.
Bethany Alves.
Okay.
Adriana Monteroso Corvalan.
We're waiting to. Okay.
Ana Belova.
Is it okay? I don't know. Help me out.
Catherine Ramirez. Yareni Alvarez Robles. Courtney Howard. Lauren Fayola.
So
Paige Fitzmaurice.
and let me have your
Rita Ali. Leslie Gonzalez. Leah Lewis. Theodora Mischitz. Melissa Christina Cole Thomas. Sven Johnson. Mikhail Rebezonaharu. Kianja Jones. Jewel Alendri. Carrie Miller. Miraj Najar.
Okay. Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Okay. Dean Artis. Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for master's degrees in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Rada Uzma.
Alenami Alegrado.
Rafael Hernandez.
John Paul Figueroa.
Irene Amelia Nevo Regulario.
Julio Diaz.
Sapita Khalili Samani.
Lauren Apple.
Kayulani Summer Vega.
David Armstrong.
Patrice Antonio Jennings.
Asma Durani.
Adriana Villaro.
Melanie Laird.
Anthony Cheeseborough.
Leisla Marquez.
Diego Cordon.
Emma Kaiser.
Ryan Isom.
Audrey Butler.
Yasmin Afster.
Jane Choi.
Alex Castanos.
Vance Thompson.
Kristen Brierly.
Scott Robinson.
Shabnam Kabir.
David Madden.
Brianna Smith.
Sarah Aldrich.
Yubir Buzz.
Malika Hicks.
Nicolo Karalovich.
Samantha Hensley.
Dominic Pino.
Raquel Braxton.
Lena Batti.
Erica Brulette.
Lee Wynn.
Tyler Kibel.
Marissa Alexandra Ninva Toma.
Po Sheng Lu.
Adriana Volpe.
Sarah Concepcion.
Emily Scheinberg.
Victor Manuel Herrera.
Maria Gabriela Cerato Peña.
Alexandro Villarroel.
Abis Alizadeh. Sonia Dayana. Jamie Gergen. Right, just Katie Chen. Amanda Heiner. Heather R. Carter. Fiorella Lopez Lima. Rosa Hugo. Keisha Stevens. Susan Page. Sarah Webster. Jill Manuel. Jacelyn Tyson. Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for degrees in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences.
President Washington. Will the Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts, Dean Rick Davis, please come forward?
I need to move. Okay.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for bachelor degrees in the College of Visual and Performing Arts. Ashley Rubin.
Sam Gurian.
Kyle Dice.
Emily Johnson.
Julia Rogers.
Sarah Rocco.
Nicole Lewis.
Andrew DePorter.
Catherine Madden.
Emily Berry.
Jacob Oddick.
Adriana Blindu.
Alan Sherba.
Andrea Kotara.
Aaron Grossman.
Michaela Riley.
Ryan Strong.
Vida Hashaminashad.
Nicolette Cash.
Bijan Kushmeri.
Amanda Nicole Martinez.
Maya El Haj.
Bader Al-Saleh.
Michelle Tang.
Dunya Sabah.
Ethan Hubbard.
Dimitri Dennis.
Hansam Jang,
Lily Patterson.
Marsana Chowdhury,
Tuivan Pham.
Alexander Tran,
And is it Anjum? Okay. Mahi Anjum.
Cristiani Maldonado,
Jordan Hull.
Diana Merchean,
Catherine Calderon.
Vin Bui,
Mark Anthony Cuellar.
Caitlin Gamble,
Yusuf Manawir.
Natalie Ledesma,
Sophia Insera.
Johan Kurt Maida Castro, Matthew Bush, Brian Nguyen, Jared Marshall, Veronica Will, Giselle Arpavicchio,
Be a while. I just-
Nebiu Shizera, Megan Hoido, Luciani Duchesque, Shannon Chong. Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for bachelor degrees in the College of Visual and Performing Arts.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for master degrees in the College of Visual and Performing Arts. Christina Ortiz.
Michael Rezavian,
Nicholas Kafore Horner.
Aimun Fatima,
Sion Lee. Jichao Zhou. Yang Zhao. Meijin Sun. Melissa Schexnayder. Catherine Fleet. Danae Powers. Candice Mangello. Aaron Boland. And you? Jacqueline Kruger. So you're still this is you. Okay. Bobby Jean Lacey II. So what's your name? Are you still this? Okay. Bujat Demarji. And what are you? What's your major? Okay. All right. Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for degrees in the College of Visual and Performing Arts. Okay. So your conflict analysis. Okay. All right. Let me have your card. Do you have a green card?
President Washington, will the Dean of the Jimmy and Rosalind Carter School for Peace and Conflict Resolution, Alpazlam Ozurdam, please come forward.
Okay. Okay. Mr. President, I present bachelor's degrees in conflict analysis and resolution Amy Megan Struzinski. Brooke Madison D'Antonio. Lena Anderson. Kelsey Vaughn. Alyssa Pimelton. Emily Guzik. Danielle Lapalme. Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for bachelor's degrees in the Jimmy and Rosalind Carter School for Peace and Conflict Resolution. Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for master's degrees in the Jimmy and Rosalind Carter School for Peace and Conflict Resolution. Emma Hartman. Chad Walker. Roberta Nelson. Theodora Ama Mills. Jennifer Forsythe. Mr. President, this concludes recognition of candidates for degrees in the Jimmy and Rosalind Carter School for Peace and Conflict Resolution.
President Washington, will the Dean of the Schar School of Policy and Government, Dean Mark Roselle, please come forward?
Okay. We'll get you. Hold on. So you come in front. Come in front of him. We have one more Carter School master's degree, Alexis Obodo. Okay, and we have a School of Music graduate here who is Jimar Macano Rivera. I think we're ready now. All right.
Additionally, from CVPA, Nina Johnson. Did what we could.
Are we ready? Okay. Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for bachelor degrees in the Schar School of Policy and Government. And that's nice. Brendan Versliet.
Ayman Fatima.
Nadia Martin.
Emma Carroll.
Crystal D. Heater.
Anwar Adam.
Mohammed Heder.
Jacob Nial Abor.
James Lyons.
Damian Stiles.
Mark Gonzalez.
Kevin D'Amato.
Emma Valiente.
Connor Nelson.
Omar Qureshi.
Fatma Abu Hijla.
Ashley Gooden.
Eamon Afshar.
Noah Martin.
Jalen Demi Moore.
Sophia Wallace.
Joseph Huggins III.
Lauren Neri.
Andrew Harnage.
Sarani Alejandra Landaveri.
Nasser Ben Drewix.
Carolyn Spencer.
Ruth Tefera Makronan.
Theo Mealy.
Karinda Birananda.
Dalia Mohammed.
Imani Muguku.
Vivian Rubiano.
Leah Gillespie.
Hannah Mentuda.
Fatima Dandashi.
Alexandra Argote.
Julia Burkholder.
Elena Corfield.
David Ricks.
Karen Chongwa.
Alicia Yassin. Sally Kishi. Meika Ito. Zachary Zabrowski. Samyen Afzal. Renee Perdomo. John Ross Murray III. Rachel Hirsch. Caitlin Elizabeth Birch. Peyton Ainsley Webb. Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for degrees in the Schar School of Policy and Government.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for master degrees in the Schar School of Policy and Government. Lee Yates.
Cameron Jomo.
Zinchin Chow.
Nathaniel Mora.
Andrew Johnson.
Pedro Izquierdo.
Rebecca Schmidt.
Lucas Camby.
Peter Petruski.
Robert Fink.
Nicole Falsetto.
Lindsay Titano.
Robert Bowden.
Kristen Kinneberg.
Chad Brubaker.
Scott Kennedy.
Emma Gutzler.
William Trost.
Victoria Kurbatova.
Christopher Miller.
Jessica Baxter.
Sarah Gerfida.
Kristen Bratt.
Richard Katharina.
Samantha Hall.
Joshua Ian Blevins.
Thomas Bedner.
Josue Blevins.
Yusuf El-Shami.
Tamara Belding.
Christopher Forcina. Daniel Salzberg. Mike Tenizaka. Luria Molansky. Aiden Cornwell. Go ahead. Charles Richard Cunningham. Your masters? Masters? Okay, right. Kara Bunkowski. Elizabeth Dugan. Tatiana Nuth. Kelly Gilfillan. Richard Smith. Myrna Kinney. Eric Jakuski. Victoria Botello. Kelsey Wallace. Sarah Myrose. Denise Kropp. Brian Boone. Huda Ali. Alexandra Marie Flynn. Myra Smits. Emily Bowen. Ashley Gonzalez Bunsey. Is it Kosha? Kosha Murray. Bianca Cruz. And Adam Calkins.
Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for a master's degree in the Schar School of Policy and Government.
President Washington, will the director of our Bar Support Program in the Antonin Scalia Law School, Amanda Compton, please come forward.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for degrees of Master of Laws in the Antonin Scalia Law School. Michael Youssef. Riteshi Kumar. Olympia Novitska Sula. Fuad Hassanov. Shahad Zamil Arasfied. Katyuska Moya Deran. Hartamu Arbate Alemu. Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for degrees in the Antonin Scalia Law School.
Mr. President, this concludes the awarding of all degrees for the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations.
It is indeed Mason's time. Will all degree recipients please stand? By the power invested in me as the president of George Mason University, I confer on each of you that degree for which you stand, with all the rights and privileges thereunto belonging. You may now move your tassels to the conferred position, right to left. As we now close, please be seated. As we now close, I wish you, the class of 2021, the wisdom and courage to go forth and make your mark in the world of today. May today's accomplishment signify for each of you the beginning chapter of a long success story. Please stand and join me in the singing of our alma mater.
George Mason, George Mason, we honor you today. Our country's... Let's try that one more time. George Mason, George Mason, we honor you today. Our alma mater is the source of patriot pride. From far and near on the world we come to learn, side by side. We love our George Mason, we're proud of the green and gold. Those colors stay with us, those colors grow with us, those colors keep us patriots, true and bold.
Thank you very much, Christina. Please remain standing as the platform party and faculty recesses.